Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So you are going to create a style sheet today. And we're going to do this with the help of activity 21.2, creating a style sheet. You can just open this PDF or just read along with what I'm doing now. I would still advise that you guys first try it on your own and then just check how you have done it with mine. And you can always watch these videos at 2 times speed. I do think I speak slow enough that it's possible, so you can shorten the videos. Anyway, so we're going to create a style sheet, and in this specific activity, we're going to learn how to create a style sheet in the .css file format, which is the file extension for a style sheet, and then we're going to link it to a web page. We're going to link a web page to a style sheet. In this activity, you'll be creating a style sheet which will be used by a section of HTML code to set the styles for a web page. For this activity, you'll be creating two files: a style sheet using the .css file format, a web page using the .html file format, and both of these files can be created and saved using a text editor such as Notepad. So from your operating system, and just make sure you have Word or Google Docs open just to paste in your screenshots. I think there are only 4 instructions if I remember correctly, so I'm just going to put in the 4 there. The first one is from your operating screen, click on Start button, then click on All Programs, then Accessories, then on Notepad. Okay, so we're going to open Notepad. And if I open Notepad, I'm just going to take a screenshot of it. Notepad. Sorry, people are trying to get in the class. So here is Notepad. It is open. Taking a screenshot. Yours won't necessarily be as big as mine, but it doesn't really matter as long as we can see that Notepad was opened. Then we know that was the first instruction. This is just to get into the habit of showing that you are following each and every instruction. And just so that I can see if something went wrong, then I can just see where it was. Okay, so Notepad is an editor, and we can use it to assemble the formatting instructions that make up the style sheet. Okay, so we have this. Now they say type the following text into the editor exactly as it is shown here. Okay, so we're going to have a body, and we're going to put in these curly brackets. And it's going to be background. Just make sure we spell everything exactly the same. Some of the words are American, so you'll see words like color won't be color, it would be color. So just keep in mind some words are different in American English than in ours. F-E, F7, 6E. And we're going to say the font family is Arial, Verdana, and sans serif. Okay, and it's going to choose from the list from this, and we're going to say header 1, font family, Arial, Verdana, sans serif. And you guys are also welcome to just skip this part as I'm typing it, but if you want to, you can just see if you can type it faster than I can. I'm sure some of you would be able to do that. And it's 32 points big, and the font color there you see the color. It is spelled the American way, navy, so it's going to be blue. Font weight is bold. Okay. Important note, you must spell color as okay. Yeah, they also said here both styles in HTML code. Okay, cool. So the text file needs to be saved in CSS format. Okay, so first of all, we just had to retype this. So this is all part of instruction number 2. So print screen. and we paste this under instruction number 2. Just make sure to crop your images if you do paste them in. You want your examiner to have an easy time marking your work, so they shouldn't want to read through everything just to find what they're actually looking for. So just make sure that you have everything readable for your examiner if they do mark your work. The text file needs to be saved in a CSS format. To do this, file save as, call the file myfirststylesheet.css. Okay, so let's do that. So we go to file, save as, and instead of saying text, we're going to save this as a .css, and the name was my first style sheet. Just want to make double sure that is the name. My first style sheet.css, yes, and I'm putting it under web design, so I'm just going to put this under style sheet. And then we just take a screenshot before pressing save. Take a screenshot just to show that we are saving it under the new name. So just putting it there, putting it there, here, here. There we go. So we have saved it, and let's see what's the rest of the instructions. With the style sheet still being shown in Notepad, click on File, then New, and type in the following HTML exactly as it is shown here. Okay, so File, New, and we're going to type in HTML, 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 and then we're going to put in a header. So I press tab for that to happen. Head. Okay, let's see what comes in between the header. We have a title. Okay. Title, title, and in between, let's see what the title must be. My first style sheet. My first style sheet. Just want to see if they have capital letters. Nope, just small letters. Style sheet. And we're going to put in a link. Okay. Link. And then style sheet. So you can type all of this while I am typing it, or you can just pause the video, type it, and just see what I do after this. But I'm just following all of the instructions that they are giving us. You do not have to worry too much about remembering all of this code. We are going to work with a program that does this for us, just so if you are stressing on how you would know how to type in all of these things. My first style sheet. So just for in case, when you reference a file that you've just saved, or you have to open a specific file, what I would suggest is if you click on the name, just copy the name and just paste it in there, just so that you know it's exactly the same as it should be spelled. It will save you a bunch of time and frustration in the exam, just so that you know. So we have .css, and I have my link in there, and that is the header. And let's see what comes after the header. We have a body. And then this we're just going to put underneath. Okay, let's see what comes in the body. Okay, we have a header 1. Header 1. Later on, you will see when you'll put these next to each other and when you'll put them underneath each other. For now, it just seems like they ran out of space. So this heading should be point size 32 and color, I think navy in bold. Okay, and we're going to put in a paragraph. Oops. This is my style sheet. So I hope it works. Okay, and that's the end of the body. HTML. And let's say, notice the following step, which is used to inform the computer that this page is going to be linked to a style sheet. Notice the file name of the style sheet is included so that the computer can find the style sheet that it is to be used with this web page. Okay, so this whole point of having this link, style sheet type, CSS, href, all of this is just to tell the computer we're going to link this with a style sheet. Okay, so for step 3, we just had to retype this into a new notepad file. So I'm just going to put that in there. I'm just going to make double sure that is all of the instructions for number 3. So if you can follow instructions, you would be fine for most of your exam, because they give you the instructions. You just have to know what to do. There are 2 important points about this line of HTML. It must be placed in the head section of the HTML. The only part of the line you will need to change when you create your own HTML with the style sheets is the last part shown in blue here. All you need to change is the name of the file you're using in cascading style sheets. So this, what they're saying is this is going to stay the same. It just depends on what you have called your style sheet. So you can call this different things. So the rest is like a template of how you would call a style sheet. Click on File and then Save As. Check that you're saving the file folder that you're using to hold your HTML and CSS files. Type the following name for the file: web page with a style sheet, HTML. Okay, so I'm just going to say Save As. Okay, and we're going to save this in style sheet. I put my CSS file in here, so I'm just going to save this as all files, and then we're going to save this web underscore page underscore with underscore a underscore style sheet, and we're just going to save this as a .html, and we're going to say print screen. And this is still part of instruction number 3, it seems. Okay, so enter, just put that there, crop. If you ever have to break up a question, if they're not specifying if you should do this or not, if you have to break up one of your questions, rather just make it start on a new page, then everything is together. You don't want your marker to guess that they're done marking and oh, it was actually on the previous page. So again, just think about the marker, making it easy as possible. And I also actually have to save this, so I'm just going to save this there. And then they say load your web browser software and click on the file and then open. You will now need to locate the folder where your HTML and CSS files are stored. You will see the HTML file for the web page displayed like this. Click on this to open it. The web page now opens in your browser like this. You have created a style sheet and attached it successfully to the HTML code for the web page. Okay, so you guys know what to do now. We're just going to open this, and you can see that the color has been changed. Just for interest's sake, you don't have to do this, but just for interest's sake, if I would open this with Notepad, oh no, sorry, if I open this one with Notepad, open with Notepad, and you do not have a a link cell reference in here. So let's say I take this out. And I'm going to say save as. I'm just going to call this without a style sheet. Let's just see for interest's sake what would happen without a style sheet. Do you see that the text is different, the color is different, the text style is different? Can you see all of this? Yeah, so it's just that is the link that you have to make for the files to work. But yeah, I hope this video works, and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, bye.